they're actually using, most people are using this as a verb. Like I really do exercise. Yes, I do exercise.
It's more concentrated, more focusing.
It's more focusing, yeah. But this is adding an extra word that you don't need to add. But when people say this, they're using it in a verb way. Like yeah, I do exercise. When I say, yeah, I do exercise, I'm using that as a verb. Yeah, I do run. So it's like me saying, I do play. I do run. So this, in grammar, I would not say that. In conversation, people say it. It's just putting emphasis on something. But I would leave out that. Make that the verb.
Like somebody asks, do you exercise? And we answer, yes, I do exercise.
Yeah. And you're using that as a verb. Exercise.
Yes, I do.
So does anybody have any situations that they regret?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you want to share yours?
sure. I went to the restaurant yesterday, but I forgot my wallet. Yeah.
Okay, good. So I went to the restaurant yesterday, but I forgot my wallet. So what are things that you should or should not have done?
I should have. I shouldn't have forgot my
Good.
wallet.
Good. So I should not have forgotten my wallet. So similar example to what they had, forgotten my wallet. What about something you should have done? How can you change that? If you forgot your wallet,
I should have brought my wallet.
yeah, or I should have remembered
Remember.
to bring my wallet. I should have remembered to bring my wallet, or I should have brought my wallet. Good. Anybody else have one they want to share? Nobody wants to share.
I should have got up early.
Okay. So did you wake up late?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I should have got up. What's another word for got up?
Wait. Woken.
Yeah, let's use more. So I should have woken up
Earlier.
earlier. Yeah, I would say earlier. Good. Any others?
Three sentences.
Okay.
The situation was I always told my sister not to oversleep. And I shouldn't have told my sister so much. I should have told my sister in calmly.
Okay. So read the first. I should.
Thus, I shouldn't have told my sister so much.
What should you not have told her?
Shouldn't oversleep.
Okay. I should not have told my sister that so much. I'll change it to that. I should not have told my sister that so much. What is that?
Oversleep.
Yeah. So you probably, before you said, I always tell my sister you should not oversleep. then I shouldn't have told my sister that so much. That is referring to,
To oversleep.
yeah, the fact that you've kept on telling her that.
Teacher, I use so much it means many times.
Yeah.
So much it many times.
I should not have told my sister that so much. What does so much means
Mean
that
a
many
lot.
times? Yeah, a lot.
Mean I
And
told
before,
her
right?
many
Many
times.
times that a lot.
Yes, many times and a lot. What's the other one?
I should have told my sister in Cloudway. In Cloudway. No,
In a,
in
Calm.
in
Calm.
oh, in a calm way.
Teacher, how to pronounce calm?
Calm,
Calm.
calm,
Calm.
calm.
And
Not-
calm.
Not calm, but calm. Calm.
And calm.
Calm, yeah.
Comb, C-O-M-B. Comb. To
Comb.
brush my hair.
I said,
Comb.
I said
Comb.
comb.
Comb, C-O-M-B.
Right. To brush your hair. I say comb.
Comb.
Well, I say comb.
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 It is comb. It is comb.
Well, okay, pretend that this is comb.
Comb, yes.
So if you say comb,
Yeah.
do you pronounce these the same way?
No, there's the letter at the end of the word, comb and comb.
Yeah, well, I don't think you pronounce the B necessarily, but you pronounce the L, comb, comb,
Comb, comb.
and then comb.
And this comb, all no B.
Yeah. Now I say comb.
Comb.
Cool.
Comb, comb,
Comb.
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 Yeah. Do you have a comb I can use to brush my hair?
Comb.
Good. So those are good.
I said comb. When I was young, teacher taught me comb. Comb.
That's close. Oh yeah, yeah.
Comb.
Just different accent. Anybody else want to share?
Teacher, the first is correct.
Yeah, I should have told my sister in a calm.
Comb. Comb. Comb.
So why did you change from God up to woke up?
Well, woke up is better because you're specifically talking about the process of waking up. People do say I got up early, but I wanted to use a more specific word
Wake.
to involve
I
sleep.
think the word got up means that you are, I mean, you are still in the bed. But wake up, you already do something else. You're not in the bed.
Well, I use got up, like I got up at, if I say I got up at 6 this morning, for me that means I got out of my bed
Yeah.
and started getting ready. So I use it the same way as
Wake up.
wake up. Okay, any other questions?
Teacher, what is awaken? Awaken.
Awaken?
In the same. Open up.
So I'm from the wrong place. To awaken. So he awakens to, let me get the sentence. What does awaken mean? Is it similar to wake up? Is awaken similar to wake up?
No, I think that.
That doesn't necessarily mean you get out of bed. So, Awaken. What type of word is it?
Awake.
Work.
Awaken is attitude.
Well, it's actually a verb. Verb. It just means to wake or
Alert.
arouse somebody or something. So if I awaken him from his sleep, that means I woke him up. So the way this is used is to wake something else up, to wake somebody else up. People don't often use this word, awaken. It's used more in literature. It's used more in maybe poetry. But in casual conversation, you just say, I woke him up. This is much more formal. I don't, I don't use waken that much. Okay, so turn to page 50. Page 50. So, what subject do you think we're talking about? Stress. What is stress?
Sympathy. Sympathy.
Sympathy? Not sympathy. What's sympathy?
To stay.
Tense.
Oh,
Tense. Yeah.
bad humor. Stress.
It's serious.
Bad humor.
Bad humor.
Yeah, you're tense.
Tense.
Yeah.
Sense.
Tension, anxiety.
Nervous.
Yeah, nervousness, anxiousness. Are they good feelings?
No,
No.
bad.
What causes stress? What's
Angry, angry.
Anger, yeah.
Changing events.
Yeah, that's true. If you start a new job or if you go to a new city, that creates stress.
Excite.
Yeah, excitement.
Burden.
Huh? Gravity? The tragedy, right? Yes. Something bad, something sad happening. Maybe the death of somebody that you know or love. Yeah, that creates stress. What?
Can we use the same as panic?
It can involve panic, yes.
More
So
than
if you're panicked, you're stressed.
Anxious.
Yeah. If you're stressed, does that automatically mean you're panicked? No. Well, you can be stressed but not be panicked. But panicked is a type of stress. What are the signs that you have stress?
headache.
Headache, maybe. Yeah.
Headache.
Tense.
Muscles.
Muscle.
Yeah. Muscle. Like
Kind of.
sometimes I've had, like in the U.S., I went running a lot, and I worked many hours, and I would get like a sports massage, like a deep tissue thing to help the muscles, and the person would always notice how tight my muscles were from stress at work, running. Stress at work is another thing. If you have a lot of people demanding you do stuff, if you're worried that you might not do a good job, that creates stress. What are other signs? Panic, you mentioned?
Under pressure.
Yeah.
Trouble sleeping.
Huh?
Trouble sleeping.
Trouble sleeping, yes. Yeah, for me, like at work back home, if I was very busy and I had a lot of stuff to do, it was hard for me to sleep because I was thinking about all these things that I had to do. And like, did I send that email? Did I tell them to do that? All these things would prevent me from sleeping.
Can't eat a lot.
Sometimes
Can't eat
you
a
eat.
lot. Can't eat
Sometimes
a
you
lot.
eat a lot.
Can.
Can you also lose your appetite?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it affects different people in different ways. Some people eat more, some people eat less.
Would be.
uh,
Would be.
Would be. Can be.
How do you spell it?
MOODY.
Oh, moody, yes, yes. Yeah. I know people back home that are moody when they're stressed. They yell or are very mad. How can you manage stress better? How can you help?
Meditate.
Meditate? Yeah.
Relax by exercise.
Exercise can help, yeah.
Think positive.
Some people
Think
go to sleep.
Easier said than done.
How to do?
Entertain.
Entertain, yeah. Maybe say every night for 30 minutes I'm going to watch TV, or I'm going to meditate, I'm going to not focus on work, just to give myself a break. Maybe exercise. Huh?
Stress element. Changing environment.
Changing environment.
Environment.
Oh yes, changing, yes,
Environment.
yes.
Environment.
For me, exercise was a huge stress reliever. And thinking positive thoughts. I try. Okay, so I'm going to read this here on page 50, and then I'll have you guys take turns reading it. So, stress, what you ought to know, or what you should know. What is stress? Stress is our reaction to changing events in our lives. The reactions can be mental, what we think or feel about the changes, and physical, how our body reacts to the changes. What causes stress? Stress often comes when there are too many changes in our lives. The changes can be positive, like having a baby, or getting a better job, or they can be negative, such as an illness or a divorce. Some stress is healthy. It motivates us to push forward, but too much stress over time can make us sick. What are the signs of stress? There are both physical and emotional signs of stress. Physical signs may include tight muscles, elevated blood pressure, grinding in your teeth, trouble sleeping, an upset stomach, and back pain. Common emotional symptoms are anxiety, nervousness, depression, trouble concentrating, and nightmares. How can you manage stress? To prevent stress, you should eat right and exercise regularly. When you know there will be a stressful event in your day, such as a test, a business meeting, or an encounter with someone you don't get along with, it is really important to eat a healthy breakfast and to limit coffee and sugar. When you find yourself in a stressful situation, stay calm. Take a few deep breaths to help you relax. Roll your shoulders or stretch to loosen any tight muscles. And take time to think before you speak. You don't want to say something you will regret later. Can you read the first paragraph?
Yes, sure. Stress, what you ought to know. What is stress? Stress is our reaction to changing events in our lives. The reactions can be mental, what we think or feel about changes, and physical, how our body reacts to the changes.
Good, thank you. So, anything in that paragraph that you don't understand? Good. Second paragraph. John, do you want to read the second paragraph?
What causes stress? Stress often comes when there are too many changes in life. Our life.
Our lives.
That the changes can be positive, like having a baby or getting a better job, or they can be negative, such as an illness or a divorce. Some stress is healthy. It motivates us to push forward, but too much stress over time can make us stressed.
Okay, thank you. So anything in that paragraph that you don't understand?
Motivate.
Motivate? What does motivate mean?
Encourage.
Encourage somebody, encourage somebody to do something.
Push
So, to push, it actually, and also to push somebody forward. So if I want to, what's an example of motivate? Somebody is one of your, have you ever motivated somebody to do something?
Yeah.
When you have exam,
Uh-huh.
next month you have exam, you have a lot of stress.
Uh-huh.
But you can control the stress. So push you read more and more.
Okay.
book.
To push forward, to read more and more.
Yeah.
So maybe I am motivated. If I am motivated to get a good grade in this class, that means I'm encouraged but also determined. If I'm talking about myself being motivated, that means I am taking the steps I need to push forward to get a good grade. If somebody else motivates me, so for example, if somebody motivates me to run a race, they encourage me to run a race, either by telling me, helping me train, giving me words of encouragement. You're just trying to push that person forward to do something. Any other questions in that paragraph? So it says some stress is healthy. So not all stress is entirely bad, because it says some stress helps you push forward. Yeah, it helps you do the things that you need to do. So if I had, at my job back home, if I had absolutely no stress at all, I would be less motivated to do a good job at my work, because there's no pressure. Nobody expects anything from me. But if people expect things from me, there is some pressure that can be good because it motivates you to do a good job. So some stress can be a good thing.
Healthy stress.
Yeah, it's healthy stress. Yeah. Do you want to read the next paragraph?
Okay. What are the signs of stress? There are both physical and emotional signs of stress. Physical signs may include tight muscles, elevated blood pressure, grinding your teeth, trouble sleeping, and upset stomach, and back pain. Common emotional symptoms are anxiety, nervousness, depression, trouble concentrating, and nightmares.
Good. But anything in here you don't understand?
Night muscle.
Huh?
Night muscle.
Tight muscles.
Tight muscles? So
Night.
Nightmare.
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 Bad.
nightmares.
Bad
What are
dream.
bad dreams?
Bad
Bad dreams, like when you sleep, bad dreams.
Grinding teeth.
Grinding your teeth is literally like you're putting pressure on both the top part of your teeth and the bottom part of your teeth. So many times when people sleep, they grind their teeth
That's fun.
if they have a lot of
Pressure.
pressure or tension or stress. So I think there's actually things you can wear
Yeah.
to prevent that. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I do that all the time. Like grinding teeth like this.
If it's caused by stress, sometimes people don't necessarily mean to do it, but it's a symptom.
But like nowadays I feel like it hurt my teeth when it's touched together.
Yeah, it causes pain.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so if you think that's caused by stress, that's what grinding your teeth is. And so there's actually things you can wear to prevent that from happening or to make it less painful.
Teacher, elevated blood pressure.
Elevated blood pressure. So that means higher.
Higher.
Elevate means going higher. Higher blood pressure than you should have.
Teacher, how to pronounce nightmare?
Nightmare.
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 Yeah, nightmare.
Upset stomach.
What is upset stomach?
Pain stomach. Pain.
Yeah, I mean, it's the feeling, I think of it as the feeling you get if you might throw up.
Vomit.
Vomit, yeah, vomit.
Oh.
But yeah, that's the feeling, your stomach doesn't feel
Vomit.
well. Yeah, that doesn't mean that you have to vomit, but that's the type of feeling that you have in your stomach.
What?
So, yeah.
Or.
One of my least favorite feelings is feeling like I'm going to vomit. Who wants to read the last two paragraphs? Can one of you guys share?
How can you
I volunteer.
manage stress? To prevent stress, you should eat right and exercise regularly. When you know where you will be a stressful event in your day, such as a stress, a business meeting, or an encounter with someone you don't get along with. It is really important to eat a healthy breakfast and to limit coffee and sugar.
When you find yourself in a stressful situation, stay calm. Take a few deep breaths to help you relax. Roll your shoulders or stretch to loosen and tighten muscles. And take time to think before you speak. You don't want to say something you will regret later.
Good. So it says it is really important to eat a healthy breakfast and to limit coffee and sugar. The coffee part is not true. I drink plenty of coffee. That probably doesn't help my stress. So those two paragraphs that they read, anything you don't understand?
Encounter with someone, it's mean get involved. First part. Encounter.
Oh, encounter. Okay, so an encounter with somebody is,
To meet.
yeah,
Face to face.
yeah,
To meet.
you meet them, not like in a meeting, like business meeting, but just you meet them. You come face to face with them. Any others?
Along with.
Along with? So, such as a test, a business meeting, or an encounter with someone you don't get along with.
It means you don't agree.
Not don't agree, but to get along with somebody means you guys,
Cannot go together.
yeah, you enjoy being together. Your personalities work well together. It's easy for you guys to talk, to be with each other. But if it's not easy to talk with those people, if it's not easy to be around with them,
It's
you
not
don't
get
get along.
along.
Yeah.
In the last sentence, you don't want to say something you will regret later. It
Yeah.
means you should not say something.
Yeah, so many times, like I know a couple people back home, when they are stressed, they yell at other people, or they say things in a harsh way. So they do that because they're stressed. So that's what this is saying. you don't want to say something you'll regret later. For those people who are yelling later, usually they regret it.
You didn't think.
They didn't think before they spoke.
So you don't want to say something is mean. You should not say.
You should not say something.